Here's more wrestling news for November 29th, 2025. Your headlines for this afternoon include: new spoiler reveals WWE's direction for John Cena's final run, real reason Santos Escobar hasn't returned to WWE TV after re-signing, WWE blasted for weak storytelling ahead of WarGames, heated moment, Seth Rollins confronts fan with Becky and daughter watching, Lash legend shares honest thoughts on Trick Williams' proposal, Survivor Series ticket demand explodes, WWE adds more seats at Petco Park. John Cena's farewell run may not include handing over the Intercontinental Championship just yet. A new update suggests WWE is leaning toward having Cena walk out of Survivor Series with the title still around his waist, and Dominic Mysterio may once again be the one taking the fall. In his latest report, Bryan Alvarez revealed what he's heard about the current creative direction for the Cena-Dominic storyline. While he emphasized that WWE can change course at any moment, the internal expectation seems clear. John won the title from Dominic. Well, here's the thing. What I know is that the plan, and plans can change, the plan is that John Cena is beating Dominic. If that remains the case, Cena will retain the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series, shutting down Dominic's attempt to derail his farewell stretch. And with Cena's retirement match approaching, the bigger picture becomes even more obvious. Cena will enter his final match as champion with the expectation that he'll put over Gunther, who is slated to become the new Intercontinental Champion. That outcome wouldn't just give Gunther another major accolade, it adds weight and emotional value to Cena's final match, turning the moment into a meaningful torch-passing moment rather than just another title defense. Whether WWE stays committed to this direction or throws in a last-second twist remains to be seen. But with Survivor Series right around the corner, all eyes are on how WWE positions Cena and whether Dominic has anything left to disrupt the plan. Should WWE head in this direction? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know where you stand. Santos Escobar may be off WWE television right now, but it's not due to a lack of interest. In fact, it's the opposite. According to Bryan Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live, Escobar signed a major new deal with WWE last month, and the company is deliberately holding him back until they have a storyline worthy of the investment. Alvarez explained that WWE isn't about to spend that kind of money on someone they don't intend to feature prominently. I know he signed a new contract, and I know it was a very big contract. Whatever you think about WWE booking, they're not going to sign this guy to this kind of money and not push him. WWE believes we actually need a real idea for this before we bring him back. One of the key conditions before Escobar re-signed was a personal meeting with Triple H to map out his future direction. WWE agreed, the deal was finalized, and now the creative team is putting the finishing touches on the return angle they believe fits both the character and the investment. I know one of his requests with his new contract was that he wanted a personal meeting with Triple H to discuss his future plans, so they're going to come up with something and give him a big push. With the money he's making, he could sit at home for a while. He's got no problems with that. Escobar's previous contract officially expired on October 6th, but he re-signed just days later. Since then, he's remained silent publicly, dropping only one cryptic message on social media, waiting patiently. The expectation now is that WWE wants his comeback to feel significant, but whether that plan lives up to the hype will depend on how they deploy him when the timing is right. Do you think WWE will deliver a powerful return angle for Santos Escobar, or are they already risking a missed opportunity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. Seth Rollins doesn't snap often, but one unexpected moment on the road pushed him past his limit, and it happened right in front of his wife and daughter. During his appearance on Something's Burning Season 6, Episode 15, Rollins recalled an incident where a stranger flipped him off simply because he was driving a Tesla Cybertruck. Rollins made it clear he's not a hardcore Tesla loyalist. He explained that he bought the truck from a friend who was flipping it, not directly from the company, and while he enjoyed the vehicle, he didn't anticipate the kind of reaction it would generate, especially in Los Angeles. According to Rollins, he and Becky Lynch were taking their daughter to school when a man walking his dog randomly flashed the middle finger as they passed by. We're in the f***ing Cybertruck, just driving, not speeding, not doing anything, and this dude walking his dog just goes... Rollins mimics the man flipping him off. I look in the rear view like, did he just flip me off? And Becky's like, just let it go, let it go. But he couldn't. Instinct took over. I whip that around, I flip f***ing Yui. I pull up on this guy and I go, what the f*** is your problem? The man's explanation only made things worse. He goes, "It's not you, it's the truck." I go, "You flipped me off. You flipped me off, dude. I'm driving my daughter to school. You don't know me. You don't know what people are going through." Rollins admitted the outburst was out of character, but said the disrespect, especially with his daughter in the car, crossed a line for him. "I went off. I snapped. I'm not even that guy, but man, I couldn't let that go. Don't flip me off in front of my daughter." Becky tried to pull him away as he continued confronting the stranger. She's grabbing my arm like, "Let's go," and I'm like, "He just flipped me off for driving a f***ing car." I was so pissed. I was hot for like 20 minutes after that. I was shaking. Looking back, he couldn't help but shake his head at how bizarre the moment was. This guy's walking his dog and he sees a Cybertruck and just thinks, "F you." Like, bro, relax. For all his composure in the ring, Rollins made it clear that disrespecting him in front of his family is a line you don't cross. Whether someone loves or hates the Cybertruck, he wasn't about to let a stranger unload on him for simply driving his daughter to school. What would you have done in Seth Rollins' shoes? And is the backlash against Cybertrucks justified or blown out of proportion? Share your take in the comments below. Lash legend has officially said yes, and now she's sharing her emotions after the life-changing moment that turned her Thanksgiving into one she'll never forget. Just days after Trick Williams surprised her with a heartfelt proposal during a family gathering on November 28th, the WWE NXT star finally broke her silence. In a new Instagram post, Lash reflected on the moment with pure emotion, confirming just how real and meaningful their bond has become. The proposal video captured everything. As soon as Lash realized what Trick was doing, her reaction said it all. Shock, joy, and disbelief hitting her all at once. Trick stayed calm as he dropped to one knee, presenting her with a massive ring while their families watched on. Lash, overwhelmed and teary-eyed, embraced the moment instantly. Their relationship's been solid since 2023, long before any potential on-screen pairing was discussed. WWE may have toyed with the idea of bringing their chemistry to TV, but for Lash and Trick, this was never about storylines. Behind the scenes, they've been each other's biggest supporters, traveling together, cheering from backstage, reviewing match tapes like teammates, and building a connection rooted far beyond kayfabe. With their engagement now public, fans are celebrating a real-life love story that's been growing quietly for years, and one that's finally stepping into the spotlight on their own terms. Thunder Rosa may have never worked for WWE, but she's paying attention, and with Survivor Series WarGames just days away, she isn't holding back her thoughts on the build for the men's match. During her appearance on the Busted Open podcast, the former AEW Women's World Champion evaluated WWE's WarGames hype. The discussion shifted from the women's match to the men's lineup, and that's when Rosa laid out her biggest criticism: the story simply isn't there. "I don't know, I think the men's build-up was kinda whack, so I started with the women. Sorry men, we're pushing you aside." Rosa explained that while the match does feature some of the biggest stars in the industry, the storyline justification doesn't match the star power. In her view, WWE's approach was motivated by one thing: moving tickets. She pointed out that the lineup features massive names like Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns, each representing different eras and egos within WWE. Think about it, those are like the biggest stars, biggest egos. Cody's been the face of WWE for a while, then it comes like CM Punk, and then you have your tribal chief, who again was the face of WWE for years. He's like, "Okay guys, listen, they forced me to come here because we have to sell tickets." She noted that Survivor Series still isn't sold out, and with premium pricing for this year's event inside a baseball stadium, WWE was always going to stack the card with as many top names as possible. Survivor Series is not sold out. Tickets are expensive. They need to sell tickets, so they better bring every single star they have for this show. And it's the first show in a baseball stadium, they better bring everybody to this show. Rosa wrapped her thoughts with a direct critique of WWE's creative direction. In her view, the strategy is obvious, and it comes at the cost of storytelling. So it'll be dumb for WWE not to do this. This is very strategical. And yes, this is the reason why you and I are like, it's lacking storyline, because it really is. Her comments highlight concerns many fans share. Roman Reigns was added late with no real on-screen justification, and several top names were slotted into the match simply because WWE needed to boost ticket demand. It signals a larger trend. When business calls for it, WWE will prioritize star power over deeper narrative build. Now all eyes turn to Survivor Series WarGames to see whether WWE can deliver a strong in-ring payoff despite the thin storyline foundation. The card is stacked, the stakes are high, and Thunder Rosa, like many fans, will be watching closely to see if the match can rise above the booking issues leading into it. Will WWE deliver a great WarGames match despite the minimal build? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Survivor Series WarGames hasn't even happened yet, but it's already shaping up to be one of WWE's biggest box office successes of 2025. With just a day to go before Petco Park opens its gates, ticket momentum has surged once again, and this latest spike is the strongest yet. On November 28th, WrestleTix released a fresh update confirming that WWE has now distributed 42,750 tickets for Survivor Series. That's an increase of 1,749 tickets in just 24 hours, further proving that fan demand is climbing at the perfect moment. The current setup is steadily approaching its upper limit, and WWE still has the option to open additional seating if the surge continues. As of now, the venue map shows a total available capacity of 48,496 seats, giving the company room to expand if they want to chase a near stadium-level sellout. WWE hasn't officially declared the show sold out, but at this pace, and with the final rush still underway, they might want to have the confetti on standby. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.